Hey there. It's been a minute since I made a video. I know I pumped out like 2 videos and I think it's been like a week now or something. But there's a lot that we gotta catch up on. First thing is, the reason I haven't posted in a while is because I've had a lot. I've been very busy. Had a lot of things I'm doing with school. I went to Chicago on the weekend. And then this weekend I'm going to Disneyland for my birthday. So, yeah, got a lot going on. Been very busy with everything and life in general. But, like I said, we have a ton that we need to catch up on. First things first, I know when I first made this YouTube channel, I said that I would be dead honest about everything, including the things that I failed. And well, I failed on my first thing. I know. So I picked up a challenge where I was gonna run 1 mile every day for a week. And I did day 1. If I can find the video for it, because I recorded a video for it, then I'll put it in right now. This is day 1 of my 1-week challenge of doing 1 mile every day. I don't know how well you guys can hear me, but let's get this started. If not, I probably look really stupid right now. But basically, video 1 is just me saying, hey, day 1 of the 1 mile a day challenge, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I did it the first day, and I didn't do it the second day. And then the third day, I went to Chicago, and I walked 2 miles on the treadmill in the gym on a very high incline, but it's not running. And then the day after, I woke up super early at 5 in the morning, and I walked 1 mile on a higher incline, but a little slower speed, but it was not running. But yesterday, we got back from Chicago and I ran a mile, and it was a pretty decent mile. But today in school, I had to run a mile. There's an airplane, and I don't even know if you can hear me right now. I apologize, but I ran a mile in school today, and God, did it kill me. I got a faster time, but it killed the crap out of me. But yeah, I failed with my first challenge. The point of the challenge, the 1 mile a day challenge, was to do discipline, teach myself discipline, get better at it, and obviously I failed it. But I still continued to try and put my best effort into it, even after I failed it. So I feel like that's something. Yeah, I failed at my first thing. This is what, episode 3, I think. Or it might be 2, actually. I don't know where we're at. But yes, I apologize for the slow upload times. I promise you, once I'm 18 and graduated from high school, it'll all be so much more often. But for now, this is what we got. I went on a walk today because I couldn't focus on my work. Like I'd start doing my work and then I'd get distracted on something else. I'd open Instagram and start scrolling, or I'd start texting a friend of mine and we'd start talking, and I just wasn't able to focus. And so then my mind's been racing all day. First it was about the mile. I was really nervous about it. And then it was just everything, life, turning 18 soon. So my mind was just racing. So I was like, you know what? I need to go on a walk. I need to calm down, chill out, and maybe get a YouTube video out since I haven't done one in a while. So we're here now. I'm going on a walk. Hopefully this helps clear my mind and I can get back to doing my schoolwork and getting all my stuff done. But there is a thing I was just going to talk about besides the failure in this video. What was that going to be? Right. Alone versus loneliness. Because as much as people say that they are the same thing, I don't believe that they are. I believe being alone is when you choose. Loud car. I believe being alone is when you choose to be alone. Like when you face tasks or things by yourself, when you actively are choosing to do it by yourself. But loneliness is when you're forced to be alone on a lot of things. For example, I'm not sure. A lot of my, for example, a lot of what I'm doing, I'm taking it on by myself, but I don't feel lonely doing it because I'm choosing to do it by myself. I'm choosing to do these miles by myself. I'm choosing to do this work by myself. I'm choosing to fix myself by myself, but I don't feel alone because I have my best friend who's also taking a very similar path that I am, as well as another very, very close friend of mine who's constantly supporting me every day, all day. And I have my other friend group who also is supporting me with what I'm doing, and I've told a few of them. I've told a couple more of them. But like I said, I don't feel alone doing any of this. I'm not feeling that lonely feeling, even though I'm doing all these tasks by myself alone. And that's because I'm choosing to do it alone. But I'm still getting the support from other people, so I'm not feeling lonely. I'm still being cared for and loved from my peers, so I'm not lonely. And I honestly don't think anyone, because a lot of people get confused. I see a lot of these TikToks and Instagrams like, oh, go make that business by yourself. I don't know what happened. My phone just turned off. I apologize for that. I don't know where it ended. But I feel like a lot of people are confused about doing things alone and being lonely, having that sense of loneliness. Because I see all these TikToks that are like, oh, you should build that business by yourself, go tackle this by yourself, it's you versus the world. But in reality, it's not you versus the world. you can only get so far by yourself. And how far you can get is different depending on the person, but you always are only going to be able to get so far by yourself. Because you'll get to a point where you'll feel like everything you're doing has no point, and you're going to feel lonely and worn out or unsupported or unloved, because you don't have anyone there supporting you or helping you or telling you to keep going, pushing you. And I don't think anyone should tackle anything with that sense of loneliness. Obviously, you can go for things by yourself, push yourself the hardest. At the end of the day, you know yourself best. You know what you need to do, you know what you need to fix. So, taking things alone oftentimes can be good, but you don't want to take things on alone when you have nobody to help you or push you or support you or make sure that you know you're loved or cared for. Because you need to have that friendship there. You need to have that supportiveness there. I've been watching this one guy a lot recently. His name is Brez. I'll put his YouTube in the description. He's got a very large following. He's actually quite popular on social media. But he does everything he's doing alone. But he still has that group of friends that he hangs out with, or those group of people he's around all the time, and he's always making sure he has somebody around so that he doesn't have that sense of loneliness. He knows he's supported, he knows he's cared, he knows that there's people who care about him, or that there's people who look up to him. He knows all of that, but he still takes it on alone. Whereas you look at someone who's trying to work hard like that, and they take it on alone while having that feeling of loneliness. And sure, they get started, sure, it might start pretty decently, but it all stops and it crumbles and fails because they just can't. Sorry, I'm still getting very used to talking out in public when there's other people. Whoops. I'm still getting used to talking out in public when there's other people. My social anxiety gets the best of me. Fuck. If I go quiet, that's why, because they're just standing there and they're just like looking at me, holding up a phone, pointing at myself, walking a dog, talking to a phone. I need to get better at that, and that's another reason why I'm doing it, is I want to get better at that. But back to the topic, because we're getting off topic. I do that quite a bit. My ADHD is kicking in. But like I said, you see a kid who will take things on alone with that feeling of loneliness, that feeling of them not being supported or cared or loved for or looked up to or anything. And they give up because they don't have that support. You need that support in your life to keep going. Otherwise, you're gonna be sad, you're gonna be depressed, you're gonna feel like everything you're doing is pointless or worthless, and you're gonna give up. And if there's anything I want you to get away from this video, is that you have to build that base of supportiveness so you don't feel lonely, so that when you do start to take on these tasks, if you ever get to a point where you feel unsupported or unloved or uncared for, you can go to that base and you can get that feeling and regrow it so that you can come back to it and start doing it alone again. Because at the end of the day, I think tackling things alone is what gives the most growth. But again, That's just my opinion. There's plenty of businesses and companies out there that started from 2 friends or a group of people. There's all sorts of things that started from more than one person. But I believe starting from one person does provide the most growth, but it does not provide the most speed. You understand? Because if you have to tackle something alone, you're forced to learn everything for that. You're forced to understand everything for that. But you won't get it done very quickly. Whereas if you take it on with someone, you don't have to learn everything. You guys can split the workload and you can get it done faster. So at the end of the day, I think you should start alone, build that base. Well, first, you should build that base of removing loneliness, getting that super supportive friends who actually care and support you and love you and want you to do your best. And then you can take things on alone. And as you're taking things on alone, finding yourself, learning everything that you have to do, what you're going to do for your future, then you'll find people who are doing similar or the same things you're doing. And then you can tag along with them, or they can tag along with you. And then after that, it won't be alone. I think that is the key to doing all of this and being successful. But hey, we don't know yet, and we might just have to see. But yeah, that's my lesson to you guys today. That's also my first failure. I'm gonna turn around, there's people up here. That's also my first failure of this whole improving myself thing. Also, I've had a lot of you guys reach out to me. Well, not quite everyone that watched the video, but I had a good amount of people actually reach out to me. And I just wanted to say I appreciate all of you guys. I'm not going to name any names because I'm not sure if they want their names to be out there. But if they watch this and they tell me like, oh hey, yes I do want my name to be out there, then I'll probably mention them at some point. But I just want to say thank you to all of you for reaching out and supporting me. I am also supporting all of you guys just as much. I'm watching all your guys' videos. I may not comment under every single one, but I am watching them, I promise. You guys are doing great. You're doing awesome. I appreciate all of you. I try my best to answer all the comments as soon as I can. I know sometimes it's a while because I'm busy with a lot of things, so it could be up to, I don't know, I think the longest was 3 days on one of them. But thank you guys so much for the support recently. I'm already at last I checked 19 subscribers, and I've only got like 2 videos and 1 short up. So thank you, all of you. As for a life update, I think I already mentioned this earlier, but I turned 18 in less than a week. It's on Friday. I'll be turning 18. And I will also be going to Disneyland that day, so I will be a little busy. There may not be a video up for a while again, but I swear, as soon as I'm not busy, I will record another video for you guys and give you an update. And then after that, I just gotta wait till I graduate high school. And then these videos will be happening much, much more. For my birthday, I am getting a actual camera. The camera is the same camera that another YouTuber I watch uses. His name is Santiago Wepler. I will also put his YouTube in the description because I love his content. But it's a very high quality camera. It comes with a microphone and it should stabilize a lot more, so you're not going to see me swaying around so much, walking and talking. So that should be a lot better for the content for you guys. I also plan to get a Mac, so editing might be a lot better, and I'll actually be able to edit stuff while I travel because I have 2 PCs but no laptop, so lovely. But yeah, that'll allow me to update you guys a lot more and a lot more sooner because I can actually post things while I travel. So I don't have to be home for everything. There's a lot of people, oh my god. But yeah, turning 18 soon, graduating high school soon. Once all of that is done, we are kicking the ball and letting it roll, and we are not gonna stop. Let's do this. I love all you guys. Thank you for the support. Always remember, I support you as well. If you need anything, reach out to me. A lot of you already have. I appreciate it so much. Love y'all. Keep going.